Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Harold Weeks and I would like to welcome you to my first YouTube video. My purpose for this video is to try to help people with clouds. I've had a few friends ask me how I do my clouds, and I told them over the phone the best I could, but I told them I'd make a video and put it on YouTube and send them a link. So if you're seeing this video, this is my first time ever recording a video on YouTube. So bear with me. If you like it, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, let me know what I did wrong. I am a rookie, but I'm a country boy that just loves how to paint, and if I can help one person, then I feel good about it. So what I've done, since this is wet on wet, is I put a coat of even coat of liquid white on the canvas already. If you have a problem putting liquid white on a canvas and you'd like to see that done, let me know. I'll be more than glad to do that in a video. The colors I'll be using today are quite simple. On my little makeshift palette here, if you can see that, I have phthalo blue and white, titanium white. The reason I have two piles of white is if one of them may get contaminated with the blue. I'll be using a couple different brushes today. I have a couple 1-inch brushes, and I have a couple 2-inch brushes, and I have a number 6 phthalo brush, filbert brush. That's a filbert brush. Phthalo's the paint. And I have a number 6 fan brush. So we'll jump right into it. And what we will do first is we will go into our blue, and we want just a very little blue. We'll pull that out and we'll tap it right into the bristles of our brush, all the way across the bristles. That way, when you come up here to your canvas, you won't have a lot of smear marks. So we're going to come up here with our little X strokes, and when you're applying this, kind of leave you some space in the middle, some spaces of white, because what's going to happen is while you're doing this and going down, it's going to mix with the liquid white that's already on the canvas, and it'll get lighter at the bottom. And that's what you want in a horizon. You want it to get a little lighter as you go down. And then you want to come back up and start from the bottom and blend your sky up into the dark. That way you're not carrying dark color back down. And after that, pick up your filbert brush, go into your white paint, and load it on both sides. And you want to get enough paint that it's going to do some good. And that's about how much I start with on both sides. But you can see by leaving those light spots, you already got something that looks like clouds already. So when you come up and apply your white, it's going to make these look even further back, which will create depth in your painting already. But you just want to make small circles, little small circles, and keep the brush moving. Just don't sit in one spot too long. Just keep the brush moving. And then once you do that, you can take a 2-inch brush, using the corner of the 2-inch brush, come up to the bottom of your cloud and gently blend it out. Just very gently. You're not trying to destroy it, you're just trying to gently blend it out a little. Then you want to come in with a swooping down to up motion and just lightly pull across, very lightly, and then blend it out very, very lightly. There's a painter that paints on YouTube now that I talked to, and he told me, and I won't call his name, I don't have his permission, but he said if you're a right-handed painter, use your left hand, because your left hand don't know what it's supposed to do. And I actually tried that to get the amount of pressure to use, and my left hand ended up teaching my right hand how to do that. So you could try that. It may help you, it may not. What you want to do is, next is take your brush, that filbert brush, and knock a little of that blue color out that we picked up. Come in, load up with some more paint. Now when you come in on this layer of clouds, come into your light area that you blended out, and just go right back over that same area, and again keep the brush moving. That seems to be the key, is to keep the brush moving. And then you can come back and give it a little body, just a little, and then we're done with the filbert brush. Come back in with your 2-inch brush again that we used a second ago. Come in at the bottom of that one, lightly, very lightly, blend it out. 2 hairs in some air, fluff it up. Now sometimes you'll get these little trails. If you get those, don't let it bother you. Don't let it concern you, because they'll go away. And if they don't, well, it don't matter, because clouds are free in nature. They just roam, they do what they want to do. But 9 times out of 10, those will go away. And what we've done here is we've created 2 clouds that are very effective in the sky, and one's in front of the other one, which creates depth. And it's just that easy. Now we'll go back into our blue. Over here we'll make us another little sky. We'll come in. Don't forget, leave you some light spots. Once you've been painting for a little while, leaving them light spots almost becomes natural. But now believe me, when I first started, I couldn't buy a white spot up here. As hard as I tried, I could not get that to work. I tried. I'd either blend too hard, or I'd forget to do it, but I couldn't make it happen. Now when you're doing whole paintings, you want to leave your corners a little darker than the rest of the painting to kind of help pull your eye in to the center of the paint. And then from the bottom, we want to blend up real gentle. And as you can see again, we already have a couple little white spots in the sky, light spots that almost resemble clouds already. Now this time we'll pick the fan brush up, and we'll load it up on both sides. We'll go in, we'll get some paint on both sides. Good bit of paint. Just load it up on both sides. Come up to the sky. Now this is very simple. Just come up and just go crazy and just tap. Just tap. Anywhere and everywhere. It don't matter. Just tap your kind of not really a straight line across, but you can see where I tapped hide spots. And what that does is it just gives it a little body. We're going to take our 2-inch brush again. Same thing. We're just going to blend out the bottom real gentle. Little tight circle strokes. We're going to fluff it up again. And then we're going to 2 hairs and some air. Blend it out. Load the brush up again. Same thing we just did, just drop down a little. Give yourself some blue under here. and just come back and just tap you in some color. If you didn't pick up enough paint, go back and get you some paint, and just tap it in, or just you can smush it in. That's one word for it. Just smush it in there. I'm going to blend the bottom out. Always blend that bottom out. Fluff it up, and very gentle. Just brush across it. And there you have another type of cloud that's effective. Now this next set of clouds we do is by far the easiest clouds to me. These are so easy. But what we're going to do is we're going to come in again with our 2-inch brush, and we'll start at the bottom this time and we'll work up. You're just gonna work up to the horizon, leaving some light spots. We'll go ahead and fill this side in over here too, since we got paint on the brush. Since we're gonna do another set of clouds over here as well. We'll go ahead and fill it in. We'll just leave ourselves some light spots across the bottom here. Knock a little of that blue out, and then very gently we're going to come across. We're going to blend this blue in. Now this set of clouds, we'll use the 1-inch brush. We're going to take that 1-inch brush and we're going to take the bristle straight down into the white paint, straight down into it, and just tap it in and get a lot of paint on the brush. A lot of paint. You're going to come to the canvas and you're just going to go across and you're just going to tap you some high spots and some low spots. That's all you got to do for these clouds. Just that simple. Just tap them in. 2-inch brush, come up, blend out the bottom. And the reason you just want to blend out the bottom and you want to stay out of the top is you want the top of your clouds to be whiter. You want them to be almost look like they have a crown or a cap on them. And then we want to very gently fluff it up. Left hand, 2 hairs and some hair. Just very gently hypnotize it right out. Go back into your white again. And if you want to come under that cloud, it's just this easy. Just tap you on another cloud. You see yourself running out of paint, go get you some more. That's what you're doing, you're painting. And you'll never paint if you don't have paint. You've got to have paint on this brush to paint. I'm going to take your 2-inch brush again, very gently. Blend out the bottom. Come in, very gentle, fluff it up. Two hairs and some hair. And then you have a cloud in front of a cloud. Now, the last set we'll do, we'll go back to our fan brush and we'll load it up again. And these clouds are, they're not hard. It just takes a little more paying attention to what you're doing. You want to come up here with your brush, your fan brush at an angle, and you just want to make little light clouds, little light circles. And you want to keep that brush moving. Just keep it moving with the corner of that brush. And then very gently Blend out the bottom. Fluff it up. And there you have a cloud. And you can come back and do the same thing at the bottom here like we did everywhere else and create a cloud in front of it to give it depth. Now if you want to take a canvas at home and you want to practice like this and you think, wow, I don't want to mess the whole canvas up. Well, you didn't really mess the canvas up here. You got some practice in, which is good. Excuse me. But what you can do once you do this is you can come up and you can start blending these colors. You can start blending your whites and your blues together. And you can blend this entire canvas. You can, the whole canvas. You can just come up here because it's got that liquid white under it. You can move this paint around. And by moving that paint around, you can blend it very easy. And just like that, and then blend it out real good. Just like that, you've pretty much created a whole new sky. And then you have water pretty much already ready to go if you want to put water in your painting. And if you don't, you can paint over this color with dark to do grass. You can come in here with your mountains, your trees. Now, I did this the other day, and at the end of this painting this practice that we just did, I will take a photo if I can figure out how to do it. And I will add it into the comments, or I could make it the thumbnail, I guess, to this painting or to this practice, to show you what kind of painting you can get after you end up with a solid blue canvas again. Now granted, you don't always want a solid blue canvas like this. You may want to change it up. But just like that, we're ready right now to go back up, and we can go and add more clouds, mountains, trees, water, whatever we want to do in this. And we didn't waste this canvas. And even if you don't want to paint something on it, you can leave it just like that for the future. And when you do get ready to paint on it, you can come in with a very thin coat of liquid clear and apply it to the canvas. That'll be dry, and paint from there. So you're not wasting the canvas. Worst case scenario, right now you could take thinner and wipe this canvas completely clean. Or you could, I guess worst case scenario would be if you had to take a sander and gently sand it back down and re-gesso it. You can do that. So never think you're wasting a canvas just by practicing on it. Thank y'all for joining me. Now I know I'm country as a horse turd, or cornbread, excuse me. And I just love to paint. I'm just a country boy that loves to paint. And if I can help one person, then this was worth it to me. If y'all want to see more of anything I can do, I'm not a professional art teacher. I am a certified Ross instructor. But I don't have any technical training like college or art school. So with that being said, my way isn't always the right way or the best way. It's just my way. It's my way of doing it. And if it helps you to find an easier way to do it, then I'm happy and you're happy. And the world needs happy right now. So thank y'all again for joining me. And I really appreciate it. If you'd subscribe and like the video and comment, let me know if you saw I did something wrong. Excuse me. Or if you see some kind of way I can even improve, let me know, because that's what it's about. It's about getting better and having fun. I hear so many people talk about, well, I won't get into that. To me, painting is just fun. If you're not going to have fun doing it, then why are you doing it? Thank y'all so much for joining me, like I said already 2 or 3 times. And I guess I'm out. And if this video gets any kind of reception at all, and you guys want to see another one, I'll be more than glad to do another one. And the more I do, the better I'll get. I've got to figure all of this filming and editing, and I got to figure it out because I'm a rookie. Hope y'all have a blessed day.